In this Getresponse tutorials for beginners, I will show you step by step how you can get started with Getresponse, one of the most powerful tools you can use for your email marketing in your business. I'll also touch on some of the newer features that have been introduced, which includes the AI campaigns, the AI landing page builder, and how to write your newsletters with AI. If you are looking to take your email marketing game to the next level in 2024 and beyond, then you should stay with me. So let's get right into it. If this is your first time here, I want you to like my channel, subscribe to it, and leave me a comment. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so I will start first with opening a new private window, and I'm going to, wait, this is come over here and open a new cognition window. Yeah, and I'll start with my affiliate code. And currently, Getresponse are doing a 37% discount on all their plans, of 37%, depending on the plan you take. So if you are watching this video before 7th of January 2024, you might actually be in luck to be able to cash in on lower prices on all the plans. So these prices are based on having 1,000 contacts. And I want to just go through each of the packages very quickly so you can know what it comes, what is in store for you, right? So this is everything you need. If you're just coming on board, you can start with the email marketing package, which gives you the AI email generator. And this feature pretty much uses ChatGPT technology, helps you to generate email depending on the kind of content you want to give to your audience, and you can tweak it to suit your taste. Then you have unlimited newsletters, so you can send as much newsletters as possible to your audience. You have autoresponders, you have AI campaign generator, which is a new feature they have launched, and I'll touch on this later. You can create awesome websites, both with AI and by yourself, and landing pages, and you can create sign-up forms and pop-up forms for your website or if your landing pages. You have the marketing automation package, right? Which has everything, including email marketing package, but it has more. Some of these are marketing automation. So if you want to create campaigns and automated sequences for your emails, this is going to help you. You can, and I'm going to touch on this in this tutorial. And there are also event-based automation. You can have webinars, advanced segmentation, which is going to help you to segment your list. You can actually know your list and what they like. And so when you segment your email list, it's actually best practice so that you can tailor your messaging to each segment in your list and not sending the same kind of messages to both your cold and warm leads. I don't know, something like that. So just get the gist, right? You can contact scoring is also a way for you to know how responsive your list is. So you can know those kind of people that open your emails, and then you can also build sales funnel. Now there's also the e-commerce marketing. I won't go through this bit because this is pretty advanced. This tutorial is just for majorly beginners and those that want to try their hands a bit on marketing automation. So as I said earlier, this is for a contact list of 1,000 people. If you increase your contact, of course, it's going to go up a bit to 21.4 per month for if you are in an email marketing plan, and this is 50.9 for marketing automation plan. So, and the list goes on and on depending on your contact list. So I will hold on this first. Let me go through this page first of all, and you can choose each plan. And I want to say about Getresponse that they have an awesome customer care representative or lines that you can reach out to them on, and customer support. That's what I was trying to say, right? Very fantastic customer support that you can reach out to them and they are going to respond to you in less than a minute. So this is what it's all about here. And let me refresh this page. I can just easily create a. So now let me just touch on other things here. It has a blog. Getresponse has a blog that are very rich content, which you can learn a lot about email marketing. So the support here is really very good. And they have a lot of resources, which include videos, webinars, that can help you in your plan, right? So then there are a lot of products that you have, there are a lot of features. I'll touch on all this when we log in. So let me just go ahead and sign up for free. And let me just, let's say, dummy account. And Just trying to. So I wait for the account to load. Okay, so it tells me I have to go to my email. So I'll go into my email first of all. And so I will skip, if possible, I'll skip all this right now and go straight to my email to confirm get response activation and activate my account. And that's about it, right? So get first will ask you to, is optional. Probably I might not want to include that at the moment. Yeah, I can just go to the next step. Okay. Um, Let me just put some, you might be required to put your address depending on your country you are in. And I will just, okay. So, right. Yeah. So it brings you to this area, where you want to start your first campaign, you want to build an audience. It just prompts you to things you can do immediately to explore get response, but I'll prefer to explore my own, so I can just show you how you can get started with this. So right now you are on the dashboard. Get response brings up a lot of things to you, but you can just ignore these things. Now this is where you come to, and these are widgets that you can use to track performance of various things, right? So, for instance, you can track how many people have you want to if you want to see people that have opened your emails, you can put that widget on your screen so you can see that. It depends on what you want to see anytime you come on your dashboard. So I want to just talk about this pop-up that comes here. So get response is just telling you that from 2024, you can't use a Yahoo and Gmail to be sending emails because that's going to affect your deliverability. You need to have a domain, registered with your email so that those emails can be delivered properly. So these are things that affect your deliverability. If you are using Yahoo and Gmail account, your emails are going to land in spam. So what he's saying here, if you already have a custom domain email, add it to get response, authenticate it with DKIM and DMARC policy. If you don't have one, buy a domain with us and create an email. Lastly, ensure your new form address is used in your new and scheduled automated email. So pretty much it's just telling you that you have to get a custom domain for your campaigns, and you won't be able to deliver your emails with Yahoo or Gmail. Will probably not be going to the recipients. I hope that's clear and that's fine. So So we're back to it, right? And let's start with how you can create a newsletter. So I earlier mentioned that you have this widget and you can hide the widgets depending on what you want to see here, right? So you can add a widget of your choice. For instance, these are the options of things you want to see. If you want to see your list on the front screen, then you can see your list here. Then you can see how they signed up based on your marketing efforts. You can see your new contact and see how they are progressing over time. Um, you can see blog updates, your autoresponders, and how they are performing and the level at which they are at that point in time. Then you can see your landing pages, your sign up rate. These are metrics that you need to put in mind, right? Your workflows are from your automations. So if you set up your automation, you can see how it's performing and you can tweak it at any point in time. So if you add any of this,
So these are just the widgets you can put in there, right? If you add anyone, it's going to help you to track. So let's just say we're adding the list size because this is a fresh account. We don't really have any list, so it's still on zero, right? So let's go straight into creating a newsletter. So you have two options. Either you create your newsletter by yourself or using an AI generator. I'll start first with by myself so you can see how that goes. So when you want to write a newsletter, you need to name it. So let's just say first email for ease of tracking, right? Then the list, every email has a linked list with it. So because we created this email with the Wealthy Canadian blog, that's the only email that we have. You can have that list attached to different emails, right? So that's the only list link we have, and we leave that as a list. Then the from email address and to is going to be this was going to appear. So you can add other emails, and this email is a Gmail, and this requirement, this warning you are seeing here, by February 2024, authentication will be required, right? So I'll definitely need to have a custom email for this for me to have better deliverability of my emails. And it also builds trust. So people prefer to see custom domains than emails from Gmail or Yahoo. Can you remember when you got an email from somebody, marketing something to you, and you saw Gmail and Yahoo? I'm pretty sure that your trust level reduced as a result of that. So I'll come to that, right? Then now this is your subject line. This is what you see in the email when you want to send it. And let's just say this is my first email. Welcome to my world, right? And I like to personalize my emails. So I come right over here and I can use first name. Okay, so let's just say first name, right? And so this will, if I have a list here, the first name of that list, the name is going to appear here depending on how I saved the names. Then there's a preview text. This preview text is what shows up, when you get that email and makes people to read. So you have to try and be very creative here so that your opt-in rate is going to be increased, right? So let me just say a preview text is going to be this is all made up. You're going to love my or let me sound very clickbaity. Open this email to win, an iPhone 14, so it's something like this. So when people get this email, they will prompt them to see this. So now recipients, we don't have any recipient at the moment. So I'm going to show you how to add recipients to your list. So for instance, this is a manual way. Now we don't have any list right now. So we'll pause it at this point. And then you can also have your design and content. So you can come over here and look for a design, right? So there are pre-designed templates. When Christmas season, you can just use something like this. But I prefer to use blank emails when I'm writing my emails. But whatever works for you is fine, right? Or if you have an existing message, you can just bring that in here and edit it and resend it, right? So, but I won't go into that at the moment. So let's just take the Merry Christmas template and let's just apply that so you can see how this is going to work, right? So we can say first name and we can edit this email to the way we want it to and say Merry Christmas from here. Merry Christmas from Stanley. Have a wonderful celebration. So this is it. And you can just sign off with your name, Stanley. Okay. Another thing you can do is you can actually come over here, right? You can edit. Okay, so let's take this away, right? Let's leave this heading that we have here, and let me just come over here. I can edit this text right now to include more things that I want to include here. So let me just say we love from Stanley. So this text editor helps you to edit your text properly. You can pad, let's see, so line spacing, you can increase your line spacing, you know, the way you want it to be. Um, and you can edit this button as well to claim gifts. If you want to put a URL here, let's just say www.viewmoredigital.com. So when you claim this, they land on this landing page, right? You can so you can edit this to the best that you want to edit it to. So let me see, there anything I want to add here? So right now you can change the text style. You can make it Georgia if you want to make it Georgia. This is going to increase the text. Let me put this here. It's going to increase the right, and this is going to probably increase the text size as well. Then you can come here and choose your text color for the background. So this is white already, and I'm going to leave it that way. So you can just play around with this here, right? And when you are done, you can also edit your text here. You can add, so this is, you can also come over here, edit this, you can put this here and, adjust this to the left, center, or, to the right, or you just justify it here. You can make your text, you want to make it bold or unbold, or light. You can do that here, right? So this is all bolding up. If you want to make it in italics, you can make it in italics, right? And it's all in italics. You can play or you want to underline everything. You just have to highlight your message and underline it, right? And that's how it comes out. Or you want to put like asterisk it, you can. You can pretty much play with this and see what works for you, and you can undo that. So at the same time, you can also customize this email, just like we did the heading here. We can customize here by putting first name. Let's see, first name. Okay, first name is here, and it comes with your first name, and you can put any emoji. I don't normally do this kind. I don't add this, to my emails, but I'm just showing the capability of this software. And also, you have an AI tool here that can make you, fine tune this message. So, what changes do you want to make? Lengthen this. So AI helps you to tweak your whole message, and let's just see how that goes. And it writes it for you. So so this is something you can take advantage of. I can just copy this, if I'm trying to write a Christmas message, and this is just what I do. I just put it in here, and I have this content without thinking so much from it. So I can go ahead and indent this if I want to indent it, and I can make everything the same font. Let's make it Arial, and the same size, make it 16, right? And it looks a bit uniform from here. So this is the first name. Okay. So pretty much this is what it is, right? And you can preview your message. Preview your message is just, you want to see how it appears, when you send it out. So I pretty much recommend that people preview the messages they send. You can add your logo here if you want to add your logo. Put any image you have, which you just have to click in here. And let's just say I want to replace this. I don't have anything here, so I'll probably have to, let me just go to my drive. I'll just say add files. And let me select a file from my computer. And let me just go, let me look for a page. So let's just see if this is going to work, right? And add it. So, this is a picture, right? But, it could also serve as a logo if you want to serve. You get the gist. You can just do that like this. And what else again? You can also add attachments to your email. So, and you can add links. So right now, if I want to put a link to this email, I can just say, check out my website here. So I will just highlight this, right? And I'll put this link here. I can put fieldmoredigital.com, right? And insert it. And I can say, check out my blog here. Check out my blog here. So of course I can undo this underline, right? And I can put another website that I want to put here. If I want to, I will, same way, this is this link. You just click on this and I can just put the dot, well, the Canadian blog.com. So I insert that. Okay. So then you can also add attachments to your email if you want to, but you have to save it within the files. So we can do that easily. So yeah, so I mean, our email is ready to go like this. And what else? What else? So you can save it. It's, I mean, automatically says for you. And if there's any other thing you want to add, you can add up here. Okay, and then I can preview, test and preview. I can send a test message to myself. So I see how this message appears. So I'll just go to gmail.com. Okay. Take a bit for the mail to come through. Let me see more. So yeah, so it's obviously going to be in the spam because I mean because of the DKIM thing I told you about that Getresponse warned us with, and that's because our email is in Gmail. So it's just a practical example of why you should put your emails, like use a custom domain as against using Yahoo Mail or Gmail. So yeah, this is how it comes out, right? For some reason, the logo is not showing. I'll just say report as not spam. Probably this is going to help it to show in full, but okay, yeah, it did. So it's showing right here. So this is how the message comes to your inbox right now. This first name can be adjusted. If I save a name on the list, the first name is going to come up personalized as a person's name. And these are the links I initially put there. So you can just check out the websites, you know. So this is the first one, right? And you can check out the Wealthy Canadian blog as well. Oh, sorry, this was not properly spelled, but what I'm supposed to put in here is this. So I'm going to edit it, and this comes in here, right? So this is how it's supposed to come up. So anyway, this is just for you to see how this works. So after this, you click on next, and now so yeah, I want to pay attention to is that look at where it came from, right? It shows the test, but because it's myself, it shows that me. But already, if you're using this, it's going to come as this name that is here, dummy, right? And I will show you how to add an email address if you want to, right? So now adding recipients. So let's add our own recipient. So let's use the Wealthy Canadian blog recipients. Add. So we have to go to the list to add a recipient for our email. So let's just go in here and come to contact. So there's only one contact here. So I can add contact by two ways manually. So let's just say I want to add another email that I have here. So let's just say this mail is going to be steezyhomes@gmail.com, or then the name is going to be Steezy, right? And you have to have permission to add this person to your list. So you have two choices, right? You can add it one by one or upload a file to add. So I've written, I've added just one, and I'll show you the second way to upload a file. So I'll just add a contact. So it's queued for adding. So I can go back to my email, right? And I go to my drafts. So this email is still here in my drafts. And then I can go back to add recipient, body Canadian blog, and add. I probably just have one contact in that list, which is what I just added right now. So these are not transferred to send a text message to look at how that email appears. But I've done that already in a previous stage, so I don't think I'm going to do that again. Then now, if you have a link in your email, this tracking is supposed to be available for you to track people that open the link. Then e-commerce tracking, we're not doing this is for higher plans, but we're not going through it because we're not doing the e-commerce platform. Tracking with Google Analytics too, we need a higher plan for this, but I want to keep this as simple as possible. Then now you have options to either schedule for later or send immediately. So if I schedule for later, for instance, I want this email to go at a different date, then I can schedule this at a different date. But if I want it to go immediately, I'll let it go right up, right like right now. So I think we are good at the moment, and yeah. So yeah, let's try this out. We can let me just put a smiley here, so let's it look like we've used all the features that we have right now. Okay, so I will send this message and I'm sending immediately. So at this point, it gives you about 58 seconds, for you to unsend. So if you click don't send it, this email is going to stop sending. So let's just wait for 58 seconds. And after that, we'll be able to check our email to see the progress. All right, so we're back at this, and that first email, because it's still counting, it's not up to a minute, you still see it as scheduled, right? So, but immediately it has sent, it will not be scheduled. You see status as delivered or sent, that kind of thing. Okay, so right now the email has been sent. So now you can see if it's been delivered. So because it has not been delivered, we see NA here, unique open rate. If people have opened it, you see if it's been opened, and you see unique click rates. So I will go to the email that I have and I'll look for it. So this is my email address and I'll check through for that particular email. There's a high chance that this email is going to be in the spam because of the DKIM requirement, but it hasn't dropped in yet. So we'll just wait a bit for it, and we'll just wait a bit for it. So yeah, this is the email here. The customization, everything. It's see. So if I want to check out the website here, so this is it. The links are working, right? And if I want to check out this blog, and that is it. So this is what it is, right? So this is how you can upload your contact on Getresponse. So you first go to contacts, right? And there are two ways to upload contacts. You either upload them manually or you bring them in like bulk. So you might have another email provider they are currently using. So I just want to let you know that it's very easy to upload your contact. With a free account, you have 500 contacts that you can upload on Getresponse. And so you can use this time with your free account to um, do as much campaigns as you can get and maximize um, your contact and this room you have. So you go to add contacts, right? And you can create, let's say I'm using this list, right? You have this option of using one by one or upload using external. So if you are doing one by one, I'll just come up with an email. This is info at feelmoredigital.com. And this name is Stanley. So you have to have the permission to add contact to your list. This is mandatory so that it doesn't seem like you just bought some leads and just start sending them emails. So then you've added that contact. It's as simple as that. So you can go to your contact and you will find out that you have three contacts which have been added to this list. So I just want to open that very briefly. So we have info at feelmoredigital.com, which I just added right now. And we've added these two previously. So probably you want to bring all your contact from your previous email service provider. You come back, you want to bring them in bulk, you can upload a file, right? And this is where it takes you to, and I can come over and pick this contact from my downloads and upload it. It's as simple, very easy. Of course, you be asked, I have permission to add this to my list, and you can choose any of this. It's better for you to have, if you've had other contacts before and there's a chance that you are going to duplicate your contacts, you just put only update existing contacts so it doesn't duplicate the contact. And next, it brings this up for you. It assigns names for you. So these are the contacts that I have here: first name, last name, email addresses, right? And country. And this is another field here. We don't have, it tells you that you need to assign a field. The ones ticked in green shows you that these fields have been assigned successfully. And then you have to look for whatever field that is. So this is like phone number. So I can choose home phone or mobile phone as it pleases me. And I can just import them. You see, I have just 7 contacts on this list and I import them. So depending on the list you have, you can import as much as you can, but it tells you it's taken import your contact. This normally takes a very short period of time. So I can see that this has been updated already and you can see the status as completed. So this is it right now. And we have the contacts here. We can go to our contact list and this has to probably be refreshed. Okay. Okay, I think it's still updating at the moment, so we'll just hold on a bit for it to upload. So what this has shown me already is that I have 4 invalid contacts. Even though I uploaded 6 contacts, 4 are invalid, meaning that the emails are wrong, and rightly so, because I used fake email addresses to put them up. I was using, let's say, the source document here. I had put, A, B, C, D, E, F, So, but the 2 emails that he has picked are these 2 because these are really valid emails, which is my business emails, these 2 emails. So it has picked them, and that's what we have as our contact. So next up, I will show you how to build a landing page with Getresponse. Next up, I want to show you how you can create your newsletters with AI. This is very simple, right? So you come to email marketing. Just imagine you're your desktop dashboard from the get-go. Just come straight to your email marketing and create a newsletter, right? So it gives you the option, created by myself or with AI email generator. Click on the AI email generator and it asks you, what's your email about? So let's just say this is about how to lose weight in 30 days. I will not use this. I will not use this headline, but this is just an example. In 2024, right? And he asks, "What kind of business do I have?" I'll put fitness. Now you can use this AI to just save you a lot of stress. And if you're a lazy entrepreneur like me, sometimes you need AI to help you to streamline your message or give you a foundation for you to build your campaigns or your emails. So now we ask you, how do you want your email to sound? You can choose from inspirational, depends on your tone. Normally, to your audience, it can be informative, it could be neutral. So let's just go with informative, or probably let's go with convincing, right? So we go, and then I ask you, do you want to use text or one column? Let's go with text only, right? And you can just choose what works for you. And I'll just click on generate. So this is watch as the magic happens right now. Okay. So now this is it. He has given you like a heading. Hey there, are you struggling with your weight? If you're ready to make a change, I've got great news for you. Introducing the 30-day weight loss challenge for 2024. As a fitness coach, it tries to be convincing. We agreed for a convincing um, tone. So it's convincing, meeting the aim of how you want your emails to be, and it lets you give them an action, a call to action, to get started. So you can come over here and put a link to your website so that when you click on this link, um, it goes straight to your website. So if I put this here, femodigital.com already, that's how it is. You can also change this to get started, you know. Let's say click this link to get started, click this or get access. I'm just showing you that you can change this as you want to change it, just like your normal emails. You can change your text style if you want to. You have all this here, Georgia. However you want to change that to, your button color can be changed as well. Maybe you want to make it red, you put it there as a red, right? If you want this your button to align in the middle, it moves for you. If you want it to go to the edge, it goes there for you. I clicked this mistakenly. So when it goes to the edge, it goes to the edge, but you can just centralize it. So you can customize this the way you want to customize this. And let us say we are fine with this. I can just go to next. So then I can just put this as email 1 or welcome. Sorry, this is welcome message. Now this is with AI. So this doesn't actually go to your recipient doesn't see this at all. And I have the subject line here. I have a preview text, and I'll just say this is get access to this. Get tips to lose weight. So this is what they get to see. And recipient, you can choose recipient you want. Let's just stick to the Bloody Canadian blog, which is also all our list, and you add that, right? And you have the option to choose to send it immediately or schedule for later. You also have to click link tracking. You can track the link to see who has opened your emails or who has clicked any link in your campaign. So I can also send a text message just like as I did previously. Let's use this as email. I'll send a text message and they will go check it out. So right now, I'll show you how to read reports. But let's first of all send this email with AI, and this email created with AI. So obviously, you can choose to schedule later. Choose a time that works for you, or you can send immediately, right? So let's send immediately. Then I will show you how to interpret reports. So let's send the message, and yeah. So we've done that already. We've sent the message. Okay, so right now we look at the message and we can see that delivered to two people and open rate. That means we haven't opened it already. And click unique click rate. This is how it is. So let's go to the email and is in our spam message. And so I can report this as not spam. And it comes over. So this is the email here we sent. And yeah, you can easily just go to YouTube. I think we've checked this out already, but it's as simple as that. Then I want us to go back and see how to use the reports. So coming back here to our email, we've seen that it's been delivered. And I just opened the email. So yes, so now you can see that because we opened the email here, we have a 50% unique open rate and 50% click-through rate because we clicked the link. So if you want to see more information about this, you can just go to reports and you'll be able to have a better view of the email. You can see a summary already. You can see that it was sent to 3 people. You can check out the recipients here. And of course, it's this email that I used to open it up. And I click the link twice so we can see it out here. And you can also look at open and click rate, which is something we did look at, you know. And you can look at if the email gets bounced, like you sent an invalid email, you'll be able to find out the bounced emails, right? Or subscribers, if someone unsubscribed from your list, you'll be able to check out the people that unsubscribed for the list. If someone had sent an email complaint, right? You'll see the information here as well, you know. And if the domains here are checked out here. So you can see the domains that I send those emails to. So this just gives you an overview of your message, but the summary a lot of times is what you need. So this gives you the view of people that have opened your messages. And if you want to get further information, you can just come to the recipient and you see who has opened your emails and how many people have clicked your emails. So this is how you create a landing page, get response. So on your dashboard, you can either come, if you don't see it here, you can create straight from your widget here, or you come to the tools and click on landing pages. So either way is fine. So let's click on create a landing page. So you have 2 options. You can use a ready-made template to create your landing page or use an AI power builder. So let's try with the ready-made template. So there are a lot of options we can use here. I mean, there are a lot of beautiful templates. You can scroll to each one to look at what fits your website or your message, as case may be. So let's say we go with this template here. Yeah, so these templates are easy to edit to the way you want it to look like, right? They're easy. You know, everything here, you can easily just drag and drop and you can edit it simply. So let's just do a bit of touch up to this template. So let me come here to the logo. I'll change the logo to files. I can use this logo here, right? And if I want, I can expand this logo to suit my taste, to make it be as big as I want it to be, you know. And let's say I don't want to use this heading, I can just take this away to make this a lot easier. Then if I want to include my social media handles, I can go ahead, click on Facebook. Maybe I want to use any of my handles. I can just put that easily here, or my Twitter handles. I'll just put a link to these places so that it's easy to link to those places, right? But I don't want to include that, so I just delete this thing as a whole. So you just edit this to your taste, whatever you think makes a lot of sense for you. And let's say I want to take this off, right? And then I can say, you know, just I'll keep this as simple as possible. Right? So I can actually come over here and reduce the text, you know, So this is it. I can also write supporting statement here. So I'm just coming up with these things, but you know how to suit it. Then I can come over here and replace this maybe with an image that I feel is okay. You know, so this template is actually very easy for you to update and just put something up. It's just this is very just for explanation purpose. It's very easy for you to take your time. You don't necessarily need to have an expensive designer to run this for you. You can do this yourself. So because this is just a landing page, I could take away any other part of the page that I don't need. I could delete this whole section, this section too. I think it's a reputation here. I can delete it all, right? I have this, and this part of your page is probably good for you to put your testimonials here, right? What other people say, put your testimonials in there, and but I don't want to include that. I can drag this form up. So I'm just gonna hold this navigation button. I can move it. Maybe I want to move it just here, right? Or Control Z. Okay, that's fine. I can move this. So this is what it looks like, and I can put this just here, so it makes a bit of sense here. Then I can delete this if I want to, and this section too, because I'm making this a very simple landing page. I don't distract my potential clients. I can take this off as well. And I will left to this. And if I don't need these areas too, I can delete everything as a whole and delete this. So this is what I have right now. Okay. So this is pretty simple, straightforward. And yeah. So this is very easy, but this for explanation purpose, then I can come into the fields, and this is the list that this names go to. The sign up form is a list that this goes to when this is created, and this is the email address. You know, you can come to the fields if you want to make this first name. You can change it to first name if you want to, and you see the update here. But I think I prefer it to be name, right? Email, right? If you want to add another field, you could add phone number, if you want to. That comes in here, right? So that's if you want to do that, right? But if not, you don't need to include it. Just take it away. Then I can change this button, I can change it, come into the design, go to the button. I can change it to get access now if I want to, right? And with the shape of the button, I can adjust the style to whatever I want it to be. I can increase it, I can make it longer if I want to. I can align it left, right, but it's best at the center. If I want to change the color, I can go to advanced settings, and then I can just click on this. Maybe I want to make it a red color, and that's it, and apply it is distinct from the rest of the page. And you can just play with all these things. The hover color is black, so that means if I put my mouse on it, it turns to black. So this is what it looks like. And this is very simple. You can get started with this. You can update this. So this picture is just a picture of what the the PDF is going to look like, when you send this in an email to the client, yeah, or to the prospect. So then you also try to preview on laptop. So this is a preview mode. This is what it looks like on desktop. But you have to know that most of your clients are going to view this on mobile. And so this is what it looks like on a mobile, right? So if this is fine by you know, if you want to adjust, you can easily adjust any of the things here via mobile. It doesn't exactly affect it on desktop. So you can do your edits here on mobile if you want to change anything on this form. And if you're good at everything, you can just click on continue. And yes, you can then have to name your form. You can edit it to my first landing page. And it adds to this list. We have this list here, what the Canadian block, and that's fine. If you want to include them in an autoresponder cycle, you can do that. So this is the zero, right? You can edit this if you want. This is the zero. You can also send an opt-in email confirmation. That means that they get a notification when they receive your email to giving you asking a permission for you to allow them to send emails. You can do that if you want to do this. You can turn this on. If not, you can leave it. The favicons are just icons that shows your websites, so that they can easily see it. Maybe if they're browsing their laptop. But I'm not opening any favicon here. So you don't need to put all this in there. You can keep this as simple as possible. You can update your business information if you want to. Put all your information there, and it's very visible on your landing page. And if you're fine with everything, you move to continue, right? And then this landing page can be hosted here. If you have a domain, you can just connect your domain easily. If not, Getresponse has a landing page for you, like has a domain that can host it. But it's very good that you have your own domain, which will, show the name of your website and it's hosted on your own server. So if I publish this, now this has been hosted, right? This is the URL to the landing page. And so if you just click on URL, this comes up. So this landing page is live, as you can see this, right? I hope you. So if you want to create a landing page with AI, this is a lot easier than if you're creating it from the scratch like we did earlier. So you come to create landing page, and it opens up for you, gives you a choice. So you go to the AI powered builder, and let's just, for instance, come. So let's just copy this. For instance, we're doing maybe a coaching, fitness coaching, right? And next step, so we can opt for a sign up form. That'll be the only thing we'll put on our page. You can choose to put a video, testimonial, constant contact form, pricing table, charts. You know the pricing table that shows maybe the prices of all your services, different prices. You can use that, but I'm keeping this very simple so that we can just follow along. And we click on next step. Then you have the choice to choose the color of your landing page. You can just choose balance if you want to. I can upload a logo, and for lack of a better logo, I'll just use my business logo here and probably use original. And next step, yeah, so I'll just keep this, you know, and just so like it just creates a landing page very, very easily. I will wait for it to create, and So it shows you the design. You have to choose a design, and you can easily preview any of the designs. Anything that works for you, you can just choose. So let's just say I go with this design. And then you can customize this to the way you want it to be, right? Like for instance, the logo, I can make it bigger than it is currently, and I can change the logo if I want. I can also, you know, I can change and edit things that I want. This button, for instance, I can change it. Let me move this over here and make it, or look for more styles for this button to make it look good. I can choose. Let's say we'll go with this, right? And that's fine. I can say join now to change what's currently written on this button, right? And let me see what else will I want to do on this page that can make it. Hope you like this beautiful land page you can see, and you can pretty much edit this picture if you want to replace it with something else that you want. Let me just, for instance, go and maybe add a file. So you can pick this and use it if you want to use it. And I just use it. So you see that this is a bit darker, it can be a bit darker for what you want to do. But I mean, if you don't like it, you can just go back one step and bring it back to what you had before. So, so let's scroll down. And this is a very long landing page, and I can keep my landing page very short and simple. If I don't want to get my audience distracted, I can take off things that I feel that are not necessary. Let me just take all this away and just delete the section. You can take this off as well if you want to. And it could just be a form, that just has one or two things that you don't want to miss out from the form. So yeah, so this is it here. If you don't like the background color, you can change it to maybe white. See, that's a lot brighter for you. Same with this. If this is an obstruction for you, you can edit this the way you want it to be. For instance, I'll just take this away. I'll just take this away, right? And I can delete this as well, the top part of it. And yeah, unlock your best self. So you choose how you want this to appear for you. Then the action from the call to action buttons, I can anchor it to scroll down to the footer of the page. So people can just come and, fill this form here, so, or whatever section I want it to, maybe section 2, for instance, this section 2, right? So you can just do that. So it all depends on how you want this to look like. You can edit this to depict what you want it to say. I can say get access now, right? And I can change the color of this, right? Look for more styles, or go to advanced settings and change the button color, So I can just come over here. Maybe I will choose a very distinct color for the button. And I can choose this, for instance, if I want to. I'm trying to bring out the color of this button. Or let's just go. Okay. So let's stay in the advanced section. And button color is what we're trying to change. Let's say I want to make it white. You see, that makes it stand out, right? Or yeah, I can make it white. if you want to. The hover color, we can change the hover color. That's when you put your cursor on it as well. So it's something more distinct. And I can make it any color I feel fits to be. So if I do this, it makes it a bit dark. And you can move the position of this if you want to. And let's just stay in with this first and complete this. You can make the size larger. The alignment, you can move it to however we deem fit. So I think it's best at the middle. And you can edit the shape to be sharp, soft, round. We can leave it as sharp, you know. Then this our button, get access now. We can also move it to the next section, which I think is section 2. Okay, on the same page, right? And that should be about it. So if there are things you want to edit, you can put a video if you want at the background. You have the option to do that. And if this color or if this section is looking like there's a lot of information for you, you can just delete it, make it a simple landing page, right? And if this also, I can come over here and change the background color to something maybe brighter. So it's pretty much bright and I can see everything. If I want to put my social media handles, I just click on any of them, put my Facebook link here or put my X link here. You get it? So same with these fields, you can edit what's in the field and make them what you want them to be. So the name and email address, you can add additional fields if you want. You can put a phone number if you want to include that. Phone that comes over here. But if it's not required, you can just take it out of there and just leave it as name and email address. You should try your best not to ask too much information from your potential prospects or your people that come on your landing page, right? So I'm just looking for more customizations you might want to do. If you want to do this, you can look at the button, can make it large, alignment at the center, and we can go to advanced settings to change the hover color or the button color. So the button color is a bit boring. We can make it something sharper or something really out of the whole thing, just knocks it out of the park. So it's very noticeable. You can make it white if you want to, but that makes it too, So let's leave it at this, for instance. So it's clear. And over here, we can field, you can go to design of the labels. And the font color, you can edit this, the font size. If you want to make the labels this way, name and email address, you can make it inside input. That could also work for you, depending on how you want to do it. You can change the font color to white if you want that to be white. That's okay. And you go into the design, the field design, and you can make this large enough. And the background color, we can change this to something probably a bit transparent, maybe white, or let's look for a better color here. And how about this? Or maybe this. Maybe this could work. This, you can change it to whatever color like you think will make a lot of sense for you, right? Let's leave it at this. Now, this is a very ugly landing page, but I know you get the drift here if you're trying to build this. So this hover color of my button can come over here, change the button hover color, and I can change the wordings there. I can make this outlined, right? I can put this to get access instead. Get access. So I just advise you should just play around with all this and see what works for you eventually. And this is what a landing page looks like. So this is what it looks like. So I've not gone into the copy of this page, which is a whole different conversation. And I want to take away this footer, for instance. I can take away the footer if I want to. Just do this. So, okay, the footer is with this section too. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I'm not putting my social channels there and I want to leave this footer blank. That's still okay. And take away everything that is within it, where you can normally put your information about your business, phone number, email, how they can contact you, right? But just for the sake of this tutorial, I don't make this very lengthy. So you just need to play around with this to understand how this works. So if I'm fine and satisfied with my landing page so far, right? This is very easy. Spend a lot of time with this, you'll be able to get used to this. Then I can edit my landing page and just call it my AI landing page. Then I'm putting this on this list. It could be, so if someone fills the form on the landing page, you could go to any of the lists that I want it to go to. And if I want this contact to get an email from me on my first autoresponder cycle, I can do that. This is day 0. If I have favicons to include, I can upload a favicon. Favicon is just like the icon on your website that shows up when you're in your browser tab, right? So if you have a favicon you want to upload, you can do that. And I can consent to this cookie banner. And then if I want to put analytics and get response chart, I can go ahead and include that. And I can just continue straight up on this. And then my website is done. I can choose to publish this on Getresponse sites, right? Or I can buy a domain from Getresponse or connect my own domain. So you choose what works for you, right? So I'll just go ahead and publish it. Then, okay, our website has been published. So let's just see how it looks like when it's live. So this is what it looks like when it's live, right? So this is it. So of course, you can do better than me in this website. So people that come over here, when they click on this, they just scroll down to this part of the form, or they can get access now. Okay, this wasn't done properly, but if they get access now, it's supposed to push them to this place of the form, right? So that's just how to build a landing page with AI, right? So right now, I want to show you how you can create an AI landing page with Getresponse. Sorry, I want to show you how to create an AI campaign with Getresponse. So I'll go back to my funnels and I can just go to the dashboard and I can easily just choose AI campaigns. And I can create the campaign straight up from here. I can call this campaign my first marketing campaign. And I can choose a list that this will be linked to, new funnel. And so I can just say coaching session, one-on-one session. It's asking me what my product or service highlight. One-on-one session, I can say done for you service, done for you, done for you service, and done with you service, right? I can say I'm in a digital marketing space. Okay, advertising and marketing. I can say everyone, or let me just say I want to read beginners. I can say speed media marketing. Okay. So it asks you how should your communication sound. Let's make it friendly, right? Because it's going to be built out by AI for you. I can go to the next step. And so I don't have a logo, right? But I'll just go with default palettes and I'll just generate this. If I had a logo, I can just choose anything from here just for sake of um just for sake. I don't know what this logo is, but let's just make it. Let me put it in my Primo Digital logo. Let's just make it this, even though this is not in agreement with what we initially put as the name of the company, but I just for the purpose of this example. So now it builds out a landing page, a welcome email, and a newsletter for you. So let's wait as this is being created. This is so easy and you don't have to stress yourself. I mean, what you just have to do, you don't have to come up with these things from the scratch. You can just have a foundation already that you can build upon. And that's what this thing helps you to do. So you don't waste your time thinking of how to start running campaigns. So I highly recommend this if you're someone that is new into the world of marketing, and Getresponse helps you to make this very easy. So you can see how crisp this newsletter looks like. I'm quite certain I can be able to expand this to make it look bigger, right? And I can edit this message for all I care, and everything is being created for you. Very simple, very easy, very smooth. And you have, see, I can add a video here if I want to add a video. Just put a link to any of my videos. I can put it in here and this could make a lot of sense. This is my logo. I can expand it more to make it look big. So this makes a lot of sense, right? How does this look? I mean, this is really nice in my view. Like, instead of you to start from the scratch, this really helps you. You can put your social media links here if you want to. Just put a link here, and this will all be functional on the page. But let me just take them off for now, right? And you can edit this to suit the color of the text of what you want to do. And if these pictures are not suiting for you, you can actually go and replace them with whatever image that you have. Let's say I want to use this, for instance, or don't use this. So it puts that in for you. Right. Sorry. So this is it, right? I can go back if I don't want to use that. So this is just for you to play with. Your name, the fields, you can edit these fields. You can put whatever you want to put in there. You can make it first name, last name, changes it for you, right? Going to the emails, similar thing, right? And we can add a custom field here if you want to. Then we can go to the button itself, and we can go to designs, the button. We can make it outlined, solid, look for more styles, make it this style, and make this to get access, right? Make this large, align it left or right, depending on what you want to do, right? We can make this sharp, so it's a full box. And this is also, you can edit these images to whatever you want it to be. I can replace this now with probably this, right? And see that? If I want to do that, that's done already. So these are very simple ways you can just get started with these things, and it won't cost you anything, to be honest. And if you want to preview on mobile, I think you should always preview your whatever you're doing on mobile. And if you're fine with this, satisfied, this doesn't have to take you so much time, right? And you can look at it on desktop, which is where we've been looking at it out already. And everything looks good and on point. If I don't want to put any video here, I can just take this away. right? Take it out. And this is what it looks like. This is a very smooth landing page, if you ask me. And take it to the next level. And this is linked to this funnel. And you have it adds them to your autoresponder cycle, day 0, right? You can upload favicons if you have that. If you don't have that, it's also fine. You can show the cookie consent banner, if you want to do that. And yeah, you're almost done. You can sign up for web notifications this is a premium feature, so you can include that. You can just continue, right? And then you are back to here. This is a familiar page that if you've been following this video, you can publish it with the Getresponse domain or buy a new domain or connect your domain. These are very easy options. And if I just publish, that's just about it. That's completed. And I can easily just go to this website and look at my page. This is so wonderful. Like, this is nothing done by myself, just tweaks here and there. And you have this site up and running, right? And then you can also track your site to see page views, visits, unique visitors, and traffic your site have garnered over time. I feel this is a cheat code. This is a big cheat code. You can check out devices that have been looking at your site. You can see the devices, mobile and desktop, so you can know how you target and optimize your website more for, or when you do your ads, you can know who you're targeting more. Then location, you can find out people that have viewed this page, and link tracking, track links, and if you have included forms and pop-up, you can track them as well on this page. So to me, this is very straightforward, and it requires little or no thinking to create. So moving back, we have done this. So then you have the marketing. It created a landing page for you, an autoresponder, and a newsletter for you. So we reviewed the landing page, which we've published already, and then we can also review the autoresponders that have been created for you. And yeah, so this is very straightforward, and you can edit this message. This is the message that has been created for you already, right? And you can put more information, add text here. Welcome. I hope you enjoy my content. So very straightforward, right? And you can put as much information you want to put on this. You can take this off if you want. If you don't think it's what you need, you can delete it completely. Choice is up to you. You can delete it, or you can add it back if you want. And you can next it, and if everything is good to you, you can save and publish. You can also send a text message to see what it looks like on your own mobile device if you're fine with that. Cool. And you can easily go back to your AI campaigns. We have published this, and you can even go back to the autoresponder and create more autoresponders for yourself. So for instance, this is the autoresponder here, and this is the first one, right? And we can just go into this, right? And we can actually go back and create more autoresponders here. We can just duplicate this. This is going on day 0. We can create a day 1 email, and we can choose that this autoresponder goes at exactly 12 noon, or maybe 10 a.m., whatever works for you. Or let's say, let's go to 12 p.m. every day. and it goes out every single day of the week. And you can come over here, edit this message, and if you want to take off this logo, you can go ahead and take it off. And if you want to, take off, you can edit this to the ways you want to edit it. You can take this off. You can take this off if you want to remove it, you don't make it to be a welcome, or yeah, you can remove this, or you can take this away as well. If you don't want a headers, well, this header looks like it's going to be here permanently, right? Because we have the email format or can turn off the logo. Yeah. So that's done for you. And yeah, you can also use AI to rewrite this if you want to, this AI copier. Or let me come over here and use the AI to change this. I want to make this lengthen, because here I wrote, welcome, I hope you enjoy my content. I can say welcome to day 2 and use the AI to edit it. The change I wanted to lengthen it and tweak. So I can just, if I'm fine with this, I can just copy this and paste it over here. And I can okay, let me go back a bit because this is a bit finicky. So this is it right here. Text is written for you. And if I'm just tired of this background, I can just throw it all away, right? And if I'm tired of including this welcome to the journey, and I can just, take all these things away. So it's just this text that's here, this is it. And it's very easy. Standy. And you can change this to, let me just go back. Just so that if you make a mistake, you can always go back to the back key or go for it if you've, and you can change this to, whatever website you want to take it to. Let me say, let's do this. I can change this to get access now. Okay, you can add your social media handles here. Very easy. Everything, just put the links to them here, and that's very doable. And you don't need to, you can delete it if you don't want to include that, which what I've just done. And I can next it. And voila, this will go on the second day of my email, right? And I can keep creating. And if I'm done with this, I can just send a text message to any device that I have, and I just send a test message, so I can see how it looks like when it appears in my to the recipients, what it looks like when the recipient receives it. And I can always change this headline to welcome to day 2 or whatever suits you, right? And we're good. At this point, I can save and publish. I can also, if there are links here, the link tracking will let me know who has opened the link, and to know who are the people that are interested in what I'm sending. If I have links in my emails. And so that's just about it. So this is day 1 email. It goes to the same new funnel list, right? So I guess what I did not do, I didn't change this heading, which I can easily do. This is day 0, which is the first one that goes on the first day. This is day 1, just to make this thing look distinct from itself. I can make it that's what I'm trying to do right now. So yeah, I can make it my second, to make this a little bit distinct from themselves. And that's pretty much about it. I can change emails here. If I can add an email address if I want to, but I'm gonna leave that, So you just have to sit a bit with this, and everything is pretty straightforward. So I hope you are gonna take me up on Getresponse and you start using it for your promotions. And yeah, so that's about it, right? So this is it, and these are the messages that go out. So I hope you've enjoyed this video so far.